Wow, good morning and welcome to spring.
Yeah.
It's starting to be nice outside. You know what? Welcome to the House of Joy, where the joy of the Lord is our strength. And boy, joy is really important in these times. You have to have joy, you have to trust in God. And but one of the things that we've been really talking about this year is holiness. And one of the components of holiness is the fear of the Lord.
Right.
You know, Proverbs 1:7 says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of knowledge. And then Psalm 111:110 says, or 111:10 says, the fear of the Lord is the beginning of wisdom. So it's the beginning of wisdom, it's the beginning of knowledge. The fear of the Lord is important because without a fear and awe of the Lord, we have no restraint. We have no understanding of how walking in his ways keeps us safe, keeps us full of joy, and keeps us in the place where we're seeking God. And you know, the reason that Simeon even knew that the season was the time for the Lord to come. You know, here's this baby, this random couple from out of town comes in with this baby that's like 40 days old, and they walk into the temple, which is a really busy place. And Simeon sees this baby and he says, "Oh, the Messiah, it's the Messiah."
Mm-hmm.
How did he know that? Because he walked in holiness, the fear of the
Right.
Lord. And
Right.
he, just like, you know, other men of old in the Old Testament, knew the seasons because the Lord was speaking to him, because he was reverent, he loved the Lord, he stayed in the Word, and he was anticipating the coming of the Lord. So if you're anticipating the coming of the Lord, if you're walking in holiness and integrity, then God's going to speak to you and show you what season we're in. And I believe that it's a very important season that we're in, that we need to maintain that fear of the Lord
Right.
and walk in holiness before him.
Well, I'm going to kind of be sharing about that this morning. I'm going to be sharing a message called Head Cold. And when you get a head cold, the last thing you want it to do is to drop down into your chest.
Yeah, that's
You
right.
don't want that thing to start manifesting, bronchial congestion and all kind of corruption that gets down in there. So you want to take care of it while it's still in your head. Well, I'm going to be sharing actually from 2 Corinthians 10, where it talks about bringing every thought into captivity to the obedience of Christ.
Oh, wow, yeah.
And that's how you stop it in your head. That's how you get that thing under control in your head, is to take authority, to take captive those thoughts that get into your head. It says that sin begins in the head, and it drops down into the heart, into the spirit of man, and then it becomes sin, and then eventually that sin becomes death. And so I'm going to be sharing about that this morning, about arresting, taking into captivity that thing. It says that Jesus led captivity captive, and that was what he did for us on the cross. And when we walk in the Spirit, it tells us that if we walk in the Spirit, we won't give credence, we won't give honor, opportunity for the flesh.
Yeah.
And if we don't do that, then it doesn't have a chance to manifest in our hearts. So I'm going to be sharing that this morning at the church here at 1510 Lindbergh Drive. Our service is at 10 a.m. Great praise and worship. We got such an anointed worship team here.
Yeah, we
and
do.
It's such an amazing group of young men and young women.
And it's really actually worship and not like a pop show.
It's worship. It's not you're not going to come here and get a rock concert. You're going to get worship. You're going to get the presence of the Lord. We're always seeking after the presence of the Lord here at House of Joy. So we want you to do that. Be with us this morning at 10 o'clock, 1510 Lindbergh Drive. Hey, you know what? If you would like to check out any of our material, we're all over social media. So you can check us out, TikTok, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram. We're all over the place. So just look for us around there. If you'd like to support our work here at House of Joy, you can do that through our PayPal giving app, and that is paypal.me/Joy Fellowship Church. That's paypal.me/Joy Fellowship Church. Well, we got to get out of here this morning. We thank you for being with us. God bless you. We love you. Have a God-filled day. Take care.